Primarily, I'm an actor. I'm a professional actor. I've been trained as an actor, singer, dancer over the past many years. Then, of course, what's really, really close to my heart is musical theatre, where you actually see the culmination of acting, singing, and dancing, right? In the start, it was because I'd studied BSc Honours Business and Management with marketing and innovation major modules. When I came back, people were like, "इतना मतलब पढ़ाई किया, इतना मतलब Birmingham गया तो उसका क्या हो गया मतलब?" So they were questioning the money that was spent over there, that got wasted over there. It was never a waste. But they questioned that, why aren't you doing anything in that field? Or why don't you pursue something there as well, part-time, ताकि एक backup रहे. I mean, my closest circle, in fact, were the most supportive, like my home, my family, everyone. Because I think music and all of that also was in the blood. It was always in the blood. A role of money in my life. I think, fortunately, I've been in a great position where my parents have been absolutely supportive in financially, in any which way. So I've not felt that to be a big problem in my life, really. But yeah, I don't like, I hate money. I'm sorry if it's too strong statement, but I hate decisions being made because in and around money. That's when it affects the decision making or the creative process, especially because that's where I work in, right? When that gets affected, then it really, sorry, but pisses me off. But financial goals, it's basically that. I mean, I don't know, I'm not really hell-bent on a number. I have that comfort to not put a number onto it. But basically to know that what I love and what I want to do can earn me and can help me live and survive and thrive, not just scrape through. You know that when there's a loan, you have to pay it back in certain times. So there's a very conscious, there's a very responsible attitude towards the money that's been borrowed. You're not wandering, you're not meandering. I think that's the big takeaway with loans. But my attitude towards loans is, of course, don't borrow anything unless you have a little more than it to give back, you know. I feel the pressure is not as much, right? For example, if I did take a loan from a bank or something, or an investor, whatever it is, the decision makings would be different. And therefore, I don't know, the creative output might be something else and not what it could be when I don't have that, when I don't have the pressure of having to think about that. Especially in the industry that we're in, our only forms of or mediums of representation or the way we communicate or communication is our physical toolboxes, which is our body and our voice. So that needs to be taken care of. I mean, especially if you have a family. I think if you're looking at starting a family, say children and stuff like that, then I think insurance is important because if something happens to you, now suddenly you're not the only person involved in your life. You can't be as selfish. You have to be slightly more selfless. You have to think about others before you. So he's never ever said that there's no money. You know, he's always given me this assurance that, you know what, if there's a gut feeling, if you feel really strong about it, go for it, do it. Backing is always going to be there, right? So that courage is that's what I really got from him. If you feel good about it, just do it. It'll click. Now, unless you don't listen to your own voice, your inner voice, I mean, that's all you've got, right? If you don't listen to that, if you don't listen to the gut feeling, then you got nothing.